Hello and welcome friends, fellow traders and investors. Thank you to live commodity market discussion with SD. मैं हूं SD शानंदो दास, multi-asset trading and investment specialist. Before we start, please note risk management rule number 1 that you should never listen to others and jump on a trade. This discussion is not meant to suggest any trade for you. It is basically my video log, which may help you in decision making. It is not a recommendation. It is broadly what I am currently seeing the market, what I am currently inclined to do this. Trading involves inherent risk in it. You should always try to make your own decision, even for those who are using this setup. For this analysis, I'll use my specialized chart. This is my rainbow chart. I will not use any other type of setup or charts for analysis, because for my own trading, I use this system the most. That's why I'm doing my video log based on this system. This I highlighted in some of my social media that gold made a base. We saw the downside pressure ebbing, and now there was an opportunity for me to get into the long side of the gold. This is the international chart of gold, which is COMEX gold. But first, as a trader in the commodity market, I have to take note of the economic calendar. If there are any important data and events, like today is the 13th, Australia, UK GDP, US CPI, I will hold a live market session for the right group around this event. So this is an important event. So there could be higher volatility and or simple market correction behavior before the event. US economy also is no longer in shutdown, very likely, because now the president will sign the interim law where they have increased their debt ceiling. So there is an event risk in the evening for the gold silver. With the macro micro, I can go into greater detail. That's why I preferred this website. Into what is the inflation reading. So I am a bit concerned whether we are going to see higher inflation, and that will mean higher interest rate as well. But this concern would be more related to the equity market, but this data is going to be adding high volatility for gold silver. However, as gold is suggesting that it is in a bullish mode also in the 2-hour time frame, this is the COMEX gold. I remain bullish on gold in my trading. Along with that, if I look at the gold mini chart, my system is projecting 82% probability for buyers. So generally, I will remain with the buy side by noting the top resistance around 1,29,000. Gold 2-hour chart also remains quite significantly bullish. As per my plan, I'm aware how will I make an exit to the trades. For that, I have placed all my necessary alerts in the system with the price action neutral, a short-term momentum moving away, means momentum loss, price action signal. These will be my profit booking opportunities. More than gold in this round, silver is much more stronger right now than the gold. In the daily chart, it has broken above quite fluently above the previous top. So in this round, silver is significantly bullish. However, from general law, we know anything going up this fast will also get exhausted very soon, where gold can be much longer run starting towards the next maybe 4,500 level. I don't know for sure, as my method is not to predict but to follow and flow with the market. So as long as silver remains bullish, which is a new breakout in the morning, I remain bullish on silver as well. And I'll have to have a plan. What will I do around during the evening time volatility? Now I'm looking at Indian silver. It has yet not broken above, just breaking the previous top in the daily chart. So it is still significantly bullish. And for commodities, I'm using the commodity setup under my asset master. So I'll watch closely how this breakout works. There is a possibility strong that silver can break out, but I don't know, because even with the probability meter, there is 18% chance at least that the breakout may not happen. And once again, we either can go range bound or we can go opposite side movement. So both the cases, what will be my actions? I'm quite clear about what I'm going to do. Partial profit booking will be my focus in the 2-hour chart. If I see weakness in terms of momentum and price action, or some neutraling around the short trend, those will be my preferred exits. Crude oil is breaking lower, but I personally cannot say that, given the gold silver movement and with their higher leverage, I'm not that significantly interested in the crude oil. But it is bearish and there is a possibility that it may drop further. But risk higher and reward also higher in case of gold silver due to leverage. 3 times more leverage generally in gold silver than crude oil. And since this future trading is about leverage, I'm focusing for now where the trend is very strong. Crude to me is more likely a range. So I'm not that active in crude oil, but there is opportunities happening in crude oil as well. But I personally have no detailed outlook, bullish, bearish about crude oil. More looks like range. Whereas natural gas, I've been more bullish because of my winter thesis that could be a shortage of natural gas. But I also think that we may not know the full scale of the shortage until next year. So this could be the early beginning for natural gas, which I highlighted. There was opportunity for me to go towards exchange traded fund as well as a strategic investment into natural gas. Natural gas with gold silver focused, I'm focusing using more in the daily chart than the 2-hour chart. And I still remain bullish. I think towards December, natural gas can be more bullish with very short-term correction. So 2-hour chart is more erratic right now because the trend is changing. So I'm focusing here a bit of long-term focus, both with the weekly chart and the daily chart. Because of Trump tariff threat, I have already said I have moved away from base metal, but base metal remains bullish, aluminum. I am bullish, but via exchange traded fund in this case, not via the futures, but few counter are strong, aluminum and especially the zinc. I think zinc has at least further potential to go around for another 15% around. It has strong potential to go up. So both in the short term chart, there is opportunity in the zinc. But here, if I'm trading, which I'm not right now, more because I want to focus on gold, silver, natural gas because of Trump tariff threat. Anything can happen with the base metals. But I remain bullish via exchange traded fund like DBB on the whole base metal pack and also via CPER. So this is to me more now strategic investment rather than the focusing on the trading part. So that as said, this video log is basically what I'm thinking and broadly a log for me to what I'm doing. Please note that these are not trade recommendations. If you keep on doing trading, listening to others, the consistent success will remain away. Very much time I can be wrong. And as a trader, I can be wrong, and as long as I'm taking precaution, not making big loss, I'm fine with that. But you may get confused as you will listen to others and enter. You will then again need help of others to exit. And that other person may not be available when you need it, for genuine reason could be. So it is not a great idea to listening. So, but this can be a guide for you, as I have been a long time commodity market veteran. Thank you so much everyone for listening to this analysis and watching this video.